Brad Biggs and Dan Wiederer here at Soldier Field after the Bears' 27-10 victory over the Dolphins to kick off the John Fox era here in preseason. First, let's talk about the starting units, both sides tonight. I thought the offense showed very little. Missing some guys. Matt Forte did not play. Alshon Jeffrey was not in uniform. We'll talk about that in a minute. I thought the defense was bad, though.
Yeah, I think if you're looking for signs of encouragement, what you don't want to see is a 14-play, 85-yard touchdown drive run against you on the opening drive, and then your offense comes back and goes 3 and out. They were clearly rusty, clearly clunky. Penalties were an issue on both sides of the ball all night, particularly on offense, with several false starts that really hurt the offense.
Right, and the defense had 2 holding penalties by the Dolphins. Still couldn't get off the field. Dolphins get a touchdown on 4th and 2. Brock Vereen, the safety, late moving over. They've got a lot to work on defensively, in my opinion. I think they'll clean up some of those things offensively, like you said, a little bit clunky. Defense, I look at it and say, where are the playmakers?
Yeah, where are the playmakers? And obviously we didn't see the takeaways come until the second half when a different group of guys was on the field. That first unit defense has got to go back zeroing on this film and clean up a lot in a quick period of time here. I know that they're trusting the process and understanding that it's going to take a while, but that regular season opener against a very high-powered offense isn't that far off.
Next, let's talk about Alshon Jeffrey, their biggest playmaker at wide receiver. In a walking boot now and on crutches. John Fox says it's a calf muscle injury, happened in practice. Said they want to immobilize it to speed up the healing process and called him day-to-day, which would put him on the same time frame as Kevin White. They call him day-to-day, right?
Yeah, right. So they'll both be back by Thanksgiving, I guess, based on the timeline. Obviously not something you want to see with 2 of your top 3 receivers not able to go because of health reasons tonight. You sit Matt Forte out just to keep him and preserve him because he's going to be a big part of your offense. But these other 2 guys dealing with leg injuries and not having any certainty on when they'll be back, very disconcerting for Jay Cutler and the rest of the offense, who they need to have as many playmakers as they can.
Yeah, Eddie Royal is going to be a big part of this offense. The guy who really needs to take advantage of this situation is Marquise Wilson. He's got more reps because White's been out. He's going to get him more time. With Jeffrey out, he really needs to seize this opportunity to make this football.
Yeah, and Alshon Jeffrey has had a terrific training camp. So the last thing you want to see, as you saw a year ago when he was dealing with a hamstring issue early in the season, you don't want to see that injury pop up this early.
Final point to make here, Jimmy Clausen plays the majority of the football game, 17 of 27, 151 yards. No big mistakes. They didn't move the ball big time with him. But I thought he looked better out here tonight than he has in training camp, if that makes sense.
Yeah, nothing spectacular, but steady overall. And when you're looking at a backup in this situation, you just want to make sure that he's error-free as much as possible. Clausen did that. Obviously, they get the big touchdown run late to seal this thing from Sonoris Perry, a backup running back who's going to make his team, maybe based on special teams, but to see him show some breakaway speed, that gave some offensive lift as well.
Yeah, so a lot of storylines to move into this week. 2 practices left in Bourbonnais. Then the Bears go down to Indianapolis to practice with the Colts and play the Colts in week 2 of the preseason. Stay with us at ChicagoTribune.com for more updates.